Today we're going to work on um, improving our writing with adjectives. Adjectives are an amazing tool that allow us to really let our readers know what we are picturing so that they can get the right picture in their heads. Um, the way we do that is by making sure we pick the best adjective to give the image that we want to create. So sometimes we have to think what would be the best adjective in a certain situation. Um, Unfortunately, sometimes we don't necessarily know what would be the best adjective, or we just think of kind of a simple one that we've heard a lot, and it might not be the best one. And so, does anybody remember a tool that we sometimes use in writing to find even better synonyms of words? Hopefully you're thinking of a thesaurus. Remember, we have the paper ones that we can use, or there are online ones too. And so they are a great tool to look up um, different synonyms to words so that we can get the precise vision and um, clearest meaning that we can. We have to always be careful when we use a thesaurus because sometimes some of the synonyms that they might give might not fit best in the image that we are trying to create. So we have to be very careful to pick the best one. Well, what we're going to do is look at this reading passage and see what adjectives are in here. You can see some adjectives are already highlighted in yellow. And I want you to think about why those particular ones might be in yellow as we read it. It was a hot summer morning, so the Perez family decided to head up to the mountains. They were going to hike to a pretty waterfall. They drove up the big mountains, and it felt much better when they got out of the car. The family started down the rough path. The birds were singing nice songs. A gentle breeze blew on their faces. It was a good day. After walking for almost an hour, the family needed to drink cool water from their water bottles. They kept going because they were almost to the waterfall. When they arrived, they all loved looking at the fast river and neat waterfall. All right, so let's look at these words. Why do you think those ones are yellow? Well, hopefully you noticed that maybe they're not the most interesting, precise, or exact adjectives. They're kind of generic ones that we use a lot and could kind of mean things different to different people who are reading it. We might want to be a little bit more precise and to help make this more interesting and get a better picture in our head too. So let's look at these. The first one was a hot summer morning. So it sounds like it's really hot. So hot's kind of a boring word, and we want to try to pick something more precise. So I'm thinking things like burning, steamy, scorching. So I got to pick something. I kind of like scorching, so I am going to use that. A scorching summer morning. That really, really makes me go, it must be hot, hot, hot. So then they're going to a pretty waterfall. Pretty again, it's a fine word, but maybe we can make it a little more precise. Maybe something like beautiful or amazing or gorgeous, or there's all kinds of versions, aren't there? We could keep going, but I think gorgeous sounded good to me. They went up big mountain, so big, that's so general. So let's try to think. Mountains are really big, so I want a really big adjective. So I think gigantic, enormous. There's all kinds too. I'm going to go with gigantic though. Let's see. They went down a rough path. Now, rough actually sounds pretty good, but I really want it to be more precise. I want to know why it's rough. So maybe it's rough because it's rocky. So I'm going to choose rocky because now I know it's not like roots or just something else causing it to be rough. It is that it's a rocky path. So it's more precise. Now the birds were singing nice songs. Nice, okay, again, pretty general. So I want to think of maybe a better word for nice. Maybe beautiful again, maybe. Oh, and melodic. I like melodic because that really goes with songs. And so I think I'm going to go with that. It was a good day. Yeah, good. That's another one of those really overused words. So good, good, good. Let's think of something else. An outstanding day, an amazing day, awesome day. I'm going to go with amazing. Oh, notice it says a and then amazing. Remember our article rules. We're going to have to change it to and then too. The family was going to drink cool water. I don't know about you, but I like my water to be icy. So I'm going to put icy there to make it more precise. It was a fast river and a neat waterfall. Fast, okay, that's what we want it to be, but maybe a better word like swift. And then I see that neat's not highlighted in yellow, but I don't know about you. I think I want a better word than neat there. So I'm going to try to think of a better word to describe the waterfall. And I think I am going to go with, I already used amazing, so I don't want to use that again. Gotta think of something different. I'm just gonna go with beautiful. I think that's a nice one. Better than nice. All right. So now I've put some more precise, more interesting adjectives, and if you reread it, which I hope you'll do, you'll see that I think it paints a better picture for exactly what I want the reader to see. So we want to make sure we do that when we're writing and when we're practicing today. When you look at your passage that you have to work on, and it'll give you different words to select from, I want you to pick really good, precise words that make the writing more interesting and more clear of what we're supposed to be picturing in our minds. So good luck and keep working hard, and let's see those adjectives.